Welcome all of you to this pre-market session. Very good morning. We will discuss about the next action plan for the day, and we will start with the Dowmantic method, and we will see what's happening with the index first, that is Nifty and Bank Nifty, and then we will move on to the stocks that you suggest. So to start with this Bank Nifty that we are looking at, in Bank Nifty, as you saw yesterday at this point in time at around 9:30 in the morning, it said buy call option now. Now, when it said buy call option now, we did see the ID3 long and intra-week long, which was red. It means there was a mismatch, so we had to check the Tenkai signal. But when we checked the Tenkai signal yesterday, there was no zigzag, there was no edge point at the same time in Nifty on top. So since there was nothing, we went ahead and we did the trade. We bought the call option. So I bought a call option, 18,000 strike price call option. I bought it somewhere at around 133 rupees or 36 average buying price. And then as the price remained a bit flat around the same ranges at this point in time, it said exit call option now, as there was a edge point. There was a edge point in intraday 3 long signal. It said exit call option now. So when it said exit call option now, I was able to exit the trade at around 140 rupees premium. So it is almost a cost to cost trade. There is nothing much that has been achieved there. But after that, the price did come down, and then it again said buy put option now. So when it says buy put option now, at this point in time, ID3 long and intra-week long, they both are in red. They both are in our favor. They both are supporting us. And at the same time, when we went and checked the dynamic system as per the level 2 trading method, we are still holding a short position. So all three are in favor. So no thinking, no guessing, just go ahead and do the trade. So I did buy a put option at around 140 rupees premium, if I'm not wrong, the 17,000 strike price put option. So that has been bought, and I'm still holding on to the put option now. So this is the case of Bank Nifty. Now as the price starts coming down in Bank Nifty, any dynamic system caution, if it appears, then what I'll do is I'll shift over. But then since tomorrow is the expiry date, I will shift over to the next contract directly. Right? On the expiry date or 1 day before the expiry date, this is when you shift over, it's better you shift over to the next contract. Or we will wait until the price comes down, and if there is any zigzag or anything, then it will tell us to exit put option now. We'll wait for that. Or if the price does not come down, and instead if it starts increasing, and then as it starts increasing, when it tells buy call option now, then we have to check the ID3 long and intra-week long. If they both, or if any one of these two is still in red, it means there is a mismatch. So better check the Tenkai signal before you do the trade. Got it? So this is about Bank Nifty. Let us check what's happening in Nifty. Now here is a case of Nifty. In Nifty, at this point in time, yesterday it said buy call option. Now I did buy a call option, 9,300 strike price at around 25 rupees premium. But as after buying this call option, the price slowly started coming down. But as it started coming down, now when Bank Nifty gave an exit, I exited Nifty call option. Now why did I do so? It is because when Nifty gave a buy call option, now at this point in time, of course, ID3 long was green, intra-week long signal was also green. They both were supporting. And when we check the dynamic system, as we discussed yesterday in dynamic system, there is no position as per the level 2 trading method. But if you remember, as per level 2 trading method, earlier we had a short position and we exited the short position at range 3. We have exited the short position just because there was a trend edge point and we had to exit it fast. Or else in general, if you see, if you consider only range 1 and range 4, the main basic entry and exit points, as per that we were supposed to be holding a short position. If in case there was no trend edge point there, we were supposed to be holding a short position. Just because the trend edge point came, we did exit early at range 3 as per dynamic system. So considering that point, I did check the Tenkai signal. So I considered this situation to be still in a phase where we are in the phase of checking the Tenkai signal. So when Bank Nifty gave an exit, so I exited Nifty. So the call option that I had bought at 25 rupees premium, I exited somewhere at around 20 rupees. So after exiting, now as I waited, the price came down, the intraday 3-speed signal pointed downward, but the action did not tell us to buy a put option, because along with the speed signal, there seems to be a edge point. Now it has made us to wait. Now, any which ways, the price, if it starts coming down, I think we'll wait for this intra-week long signal to give a sell. That is the point when it will tell us to buy a put option. But by the time intra-week long signal gives a sell, then what will happen is ID3 long signal will be in sell. Intra-week long signal will also be in sell. Just check if as per dynamic system has it crossed range 4, because if it crosses range 4, we would have taken a shot as we discussed yesterday. So if all three are in favor, then there is no need to check any Tenkai signal. You can simply go ahead and do the trade in Nifty. But if in case the price starts going up, any which ways, it is already telling us to hold call option, right? So when it is telling us to hold call option, probably I'll wait for Bank Nifty to give me a clear buy, because there is a phase I told you it is still in the case where we'll have to check the Tenkai signal. So in Bank Nifty, if I get a clear buy call option, that is when I'll go ahead and do the trade in Nifty. Got it? So there's about Nifty as per the Dow-Mantic method. Now let us see. Mr. Muzammil has asked for PEL. Let us check PEL. Now, this is the case of PEL. Now, early morning today, once the market opens, just wait for a minute or so. Let it confirm in the action, buy put option now, exit call option and buy put option now. That is when you can exit your short in PEL or exit your put option, exit your long positions in PEL and get into a short position. Okay, so this is about PEL and Indigo. In Indigo, you can see here as of now there is no trade. So just because there are some zigzags at the bottom and there seems to be a edge point also at bottom. So earlier when it had given a sell at this point in time, as the price came down, it has also given you a exit. So the trade is over there earlier. Now it is preparation is telling you get ready to buy a put option. Maybe the price has to come below this intra week for it to give a put option. So wait until it tells you something in the action for you to go ahead and do any trade. Mr. Deepak has a question. Do we have to trade in weekly contract or monthly contract for best results? Obviously, Mr. Deepak, weekly options gives you more returns compared to monthly options, because it generates more profits in a short duration. Weekly options, that is a major benefit of weekly options, isn't it? Is it the call position as of in Nifty? No, in Nifty, as I told you, there is no position in Nifty. We are waiting for a clear put option opportunity, or if the price starts going up, we will look at the Tenkai signal in Bank Nifty. If I get a clear buy call option opportunity, then I'll go ahead and buy Nifty also at the same time. Let us check ACC. I hope the stocks that you are asking, these are the stocks which you are already trading or you are planning to do the trade, right? So this is about ACC. Even in ACC, it says stay tuned for the next trade. No trade as of now. Preparation says get ready to buy call option. You have to wait for the next opportunity here. Which value to take check to take short position? So we will come to that point, Mr. Muzammil. So this is about Dow-Mantic method. We have checked both the index Nifty and Bank Nifty and a few stocks here also. And then Mr. Suhag says, look like scenario 3. Yes, we are discussing about the scenario 3 here. We will check crude oil and natural gas also. Just hold on. But in the meantime, let us go check, have a look at dynamic system. If anyone else has any questions in the Domantic method in both the index that we discussed or any stock that we discussed, you can ask me now. Let me open dynamic system in the meantime. So this is about Bank Nifty dynamic system. So as we can see here in Bank Nifty, we were holding a short position earlier also, as we discussed yesterday. And even now we are holding a short position. There is no trend edge point at the bottom anywhere. There is no trend edge point at bottom. Since there is no trend edge point at the bottom, we have to wait for the price to cross range 1 or speed signal, whichever is higher, plus 0.5%. Now range 1 is 17,892. Speed signal is 17,968. So speed signal seems to be on the higher side. So let us calculate 0.5% for this. Turns out to be 90 points. So it is 18,058. So if the price of Bank Nifty crosses 18,058.58 today, then that is the time where we will exit our short and get into a long position as far as dynamic system is concerned. Once you take a long position, as the price starts going up, there is a trend edge point on top. It is somewhere at around 19,136. That's when you will look at exiting early, or else simply hold on to it. So 18,058 is a key number for today. Or else if the price starts going down, then absolutely no problem. We will continue to hold on to the short position there. Let's check what's happening in Nifty. Now this is a case of Nifty. Now if the price starts coming down, we will take a short at range 4 as we discussed yesterday. Today the new range 4 is 8,921. So there is a point where we are supposed to take a short now. Once you take a short at 8,921, there is no trend at the bottom. So if the price starts going up after you take a short, then range 1 or speed signal, whichever is highest. Range 1 is 9,181. Speed signal is 9,122. So range 1 is the highest. 9,181 into 0.5%. It comes up to 46 points. So 9,227 will be your exit point after you take a short position. So until then, just hold on to it. Instead of coming down, if the price straight away starts going up, at 9,227, we will also take a long position. So that is a key point. 9,227 on the higher side, and at the bottom 8,921 where we will go short. So this is about Nifty and Bank Nifty as far as the dynamic system level 2 trading method. Now, if anyone has any other questions or doubts in these two things, the Domantic method and the dynamic system level 2 trading method, you can ask me right now. Please make it quick. or even if you want to check any other stock as per the dynamic system level 2 trading method, we can do that also. As per dynamic system, Bata is one stock you want to check. What about silver mini? I will come to commodities also, Crude. NSE cash. Bata India. Well, Bata India, you can see here it is standing at a very clear edge point at the bottom. It has reached a trend edge point. All the three trend edge points: speed trend, mid trend, and long trend. So if the price starts going up from here, then at range 1 we will take a long position. Just make a note of the range 1 value, looking at the detailed report in your dynamic system, and if it crosses range 1 buy above value, we will directly take a long position. And after you take a long position, there is no trend on top, so your exit point will be range 4 or speed signal, whichever is lowest. Reduce my 0.5% from there. This is how you can go ahead and do the trade for Bata India. Let's check Hindustan Unilever. Now, this is the case of Hindustan Unilever. I'm sorry. What is the current position here, Mr. Purushottam, in Hindustan Unilever as per the level 2 trading method? Any idea? Short. That's fine. So, if it is a clear short, I think there is no trend edge point at the bottom. So, our exit point will be range 1 or speed signal, whichever is highest, whichever of these two numbers are highest. Now we will add 0.5% to that. That will be our point for exit and reverse. So until then, we will hold on to our short positions any which ways. It is below all the three trends. It is in a clear downtrend as of now. So absolutely no problem in holding a short position here. Let us check silver. Can you see it in live trade? All right. We'll check it in dynamic live also. Hindustan Unilever. Now in Hindustan Unilever, as of now, it says hold call option. Wait a second. It is telling us hold call option. Now at this point in time, probably this is the point where it told us to buy a call option. So when it told us to buy a call option, now ID3 long is in support, intra-week long is also in support, but dynamic system was still in short position, isn't it? So before we do this trade, at this point, we will go check the Tenkai signal. So trading in Hindustan Unilever, I think it belongs to the whichever sector. Now ITC seems to be the number one stock there with the highest weightage. Probably you will use that as a Tenkai signal. And if in case there was any edge point or a zigzag in ITC at the same time, we would have avoided the trade there. If there was nothing, then we would have went ahead and we would have done the trade. As of now, it is telling us to hold call option. So we will have to wait until it tells us to exit call and buy put, or let the price go up for us to gain on this. Okay, so this is about Hindustan Unilever here in Domantic method. And let's check what's happening in Silver Mini. Silver Mini, and some of them have asked for crude oil and natural gas. We will also check them. Give me a second. Now this is a case of Silver Mini. Now you can see here. All right. Sorry for the technical interruption here, but then this is a case of Silver Mini, and in Silver Mini, as you can see here, the price is above all three trends. It seems to be in a clear uptrend, but any which ways, if the price starts coming down, then you have to wait for range 4 or speed signal, whichever is lowest, right? So you have to reduce 0.5% from there for you to exit long and take a short position. So this is for silver mini. And Mr. Muzammil, if you're not able to check, you may have to write a mail to the technical team to understand what's happening there. But if you want to check what's happening in crude oil, now this is a case of crude oil. In crude oil, you can see here it is yet to cross. Now there was a member who had written a mail to me saying that on this particular day it did cross range 4. Yes, it did cross range 4, but then range 4 or speed signal, whichever is lowest, from there when you reduce 0.5%, it has not crossed that level. So you will still be holding on to the long position. So even now, if it crosses range 4 or speed signal, whichever is lowest, reduce 0.5% from there. Only when the price crosses that number, that is when you can exit your long and get into a short position. Got it? So this is about crude oil. Any other questions or doubts? I think we'll check dynamic superpower trading as of now. You want to check natural gas also? I'll come back to that. But before that, now Bank Nifty, as per dynamic superpower trading, earlier we got a better confirmation just because we had a weekly caution at the bottom. We got a better confirmation for us to exit short and go long. After going long, once this ID3 speed signal itself gave a sell with a clear sell without any caution at the bottom, we would have went ahead, we would have exited long and taken a short position. Now after taking a short position, if there was anything at the bottom, then I would have reversed it once again. Let us see, is there anything? Oh yes, there is a tiny caution at the bottom. So that is a point where I could have exited the short and got back into long. So currently we will be holding long position as per the dynamic superpower trading method in Bank Nifty. But if the price starts coming down, then wait for the zigzag breakout in intra week for you to get into a short position. Or if the price starts going up, then hold on to your long position until any dynamic caution appears on top. But then any edge point on top, don't forget to shift over your trade if you have a call option in place, right? If there are someone who looked at this up and down movement in this particular phase, and if you completely stopped trading, then best thing that you can do here is wait for the price to go above the intra-week long signal itself. Wait for the intra-week long signal itself to give you a buy so that you can get into a long trade. Right, so this is about dynamic superpower trading. Yes, Mr. Deepak, yesterday after the market closed, now we can see here the speed trend has bent downward in Nifty as per dynamic system. Now, if I had a long position, then I will consider it to be a trend edge point and I'll exit the trade at range 2 today. So this is about dynamic superpower trading. Now let us also check natural gas. Using dynamic system, let us check natural gas. Well, in this case of natural gas, you can see here from a trend edge point, the price has been coming down. Now, as it started coming down at range 4, you would have taken a short position. Now, after taking a short position, the price seems to be going up. Now, as the price starts going up, now range 1 or speed signal, whichever is highest, add 0.5% to that and wait for you to wait for the exit point. If it crosses that number, only then you will exit your short and get back to long position. or else hold on to the short position, hold it until it comes down to this trend edge point at the bottom. So the moment it reaches the trend edge point at bottom, use range 3 to exit your short trade in natural gas. Okay, so this is about natural gas, but remember it is an in-between trend, so don't re-enter, avoid re-entries, and also avoid increasing your quantities as far as this particular phase of market is concerned. So this is all about today's session, gentlemen. If you have any other questions or doubts, you can ask me now. Make it quick. Mr. Kruth Palmer, I think I have answered your question on silver mini. Nifty DSPT, I'm sorry. Let me come back to Dynamic Live, Nifty. Now, in this case of Nifty, as we had discussed earlier, at this better confirmation, we would have taken a long position, of course, but then after taking a long, once this ID3 speed signal gave a sell, it gave a sell with a caution, that is with a edge point at the bottom here. So we wouldn't have exited the long, we will still be holding on to the long. Now, how long do we hold on to it? Wait until this intra-week long signal itself gives you a sell. Right? Wait until intra-week long signal itself gives you a sell, and only when it gives you a sell, then you can exit long and get into a short trade. But or else if the price starts going up, then it is in your favor, then hold on to a long position. But remember, any dynamic caution or anything on top, don't forget to shift over your trade. Okay, and today if the price again goes back to yesterday's high, then probably you'll come across a straddle caution out there. So even if there is a straddle caution out there, we have a weekly caution at the bottom. So wait for a better confirmation for you to exit long and take a short position. Okay, or else let the price go up and hold on to your long position. Don't forget to shift over at this when the dynamic caution appears. So this is about Nifty, DSPT. All right, looks like there are no more questions or there are no more doubts. If you have no doubt, then please do text me saying that there are no doubts. Fine, looks like there are no doubts. So gentlemen, thank you all for joining today's session. Wish you all a happy trading. Wish you all loads and loads of profits today and in the coming days. Thank you for joining. See you on the other side in the next session. Until then, very good morning to all of you.